I think it's a very attainable goal. I think you're going to need to be on a very significant multivitamin program. Perfect path. If you take a lot of the vitamins like my wife and I do, you're gonna consume probably 2 PV a day just in your vitamins, and then you're probably gonna want to go through probably have 2 of the bars, if not 3 bars a day, PV or so. You're gonna want to go through a couple drinks, popcorn, the chips, the snack vitamins, maybe the peanut, the body key peanut, anything that you can eat and drink. And vitamins, in my book, is something that you eat. I know sometimes you think it as a pill, but I don't know if you know this or not, but all the vitamins that Nutrilite makes comes from organic plant-based material. So it is food. It smells like food, it tastes like food, and it's not kind of a synthetic vitamin. It's a natural or organic vitamin. It's absolutely awesome. So if you have that goal of doing 5 PV a day, and there's 30 days in a month, individually as a single, you can and should be responsible for eating and drinking 150 PV a month. Very doable, very attainable, nothing that is going to, I would assume that I probably eat and drink more like 250 PV a month. My wife probably does 200 PV a month. Our daughter does 50 PV a month. I would say between me and my wife and my daughter, we're doing right around 500 PV a month of eating and drinking. And then obviously she has her cosmetics or her skincare line. And then you have laundry detergent, you have toothpaste, cologne. I typically go through maybe a cologne every month. I use it a lot. People go, you use a lot of your cologne. I use, of course, my product. I might as well use as much as I can. The deodorant, the toothpaste, the travel size toothpaste, the regular toothpaste, the hair shampoo, the hair spray, and all those products. I'm just talking, even if you take all the toiletries, if you take away all the cleaning products, if you take away all the household products, and you only were to look at what I eat and I drink, the vitamins, the snacks, and all that, it'll blow your mind what we go through. But you're going to have to make that conscious effort. Whenever I travel and I go on the road, I pack up my vitamins, I pack up my bars, I pack up my snacks, I load up my suitcase with my own products. We're going to be going into SED coming up here in October. That's another time that you're going to want to have a bunch of your products. A bunch of your Riolas, your vitamins, and obviously you can't really load a bunch of. I can try this one more time here. There we go. Yay, it's working. So let's say that you're doing 150 PV a month. That's just as a single of eating and drinking. And then you do 50 PV a month of client, T-L-I, that's client. And then this would be you. And then let's say that you do 50 PV a month of clients. So how do you get clients? Clients are use your own products. You know, when someone doesn't qualify for the process, don't burn the bridge. Be nice. Don't be rude. You know, end the process with really good manners, and let them know you want to earn their business. You know, you'd like to give them access to phenomenal products, 180-day money back guarantee. Then you might do another 25 PV from partners. partner stores, like the Bank of America credit card, right? The Bank of America credit card is another great way to earn points. You use your Bank of America credit card, obviously, for your Ditto. Office Depot, you know, if you're in Jamaica, you might not have access to these, or in the Cayman Islands, but for those in the United States, you know, we're pretty blessed. We have access to all the partner stores. We have access to shop at Office Depot and use our Bank of America credit card. So when you need toilet paper, when you need paper towels, garbage bags, go online to OfficeDepot.com and use your Amway Bank of America credit card, and now you're going to earn PV or earn points from Amway, Bank of America, and from Office Depot. So let's say you're a single guy. Let's say that you make, you know, maybe you're making maybe $1,500 a month as a single. And you allocate, you know, $600 a month for your business. Well, great. $600 is going to be able to allow you to do a day one Ditto at 150 PV at retail. Because 150 PV at wholesale or IVO cost is $450. 150 PV at retail, full retail, is $600. So if a single guy making $1,500, $1,600 a month, if you're not making enough money to do that, well, now's the time to get a second job, or maybe you want to do something on the side. Maybe you want to, whatever, find a way to generate that extra money. $600 a month to put in your business, knowing that you're going to be able to eat and drink from everything that you just did. $600 a month investment in your company is awesome. You're already spending that money throughout the month. You're already spending $10 to $20 a day at movie theaters, eating out, going and buying clothes, going to the club, and now you're either going to be broke on a Ditto or you're going to be broke off a Ditto. If you're on a Ditto on the first day of the month and you allocate that $600 on the first day of the month to your business, boom, you get a bunch of products, and now you're eating popcorn and chips and taking your vitamins and your drinks. You can't afford to eat out because you've already spent that $600. The money's gone. In fact, you might be able to just go to the grocery store and spend $20, $30 a week on eggs and chicken and some basics that you need, but you're going to be making your own meals. You're not going to be going to Subway or McDonald's, but you're going to be free. And you're going to be able to live the first-class life that you've always wanted to live. So anybody can get on 150 PV Ditto as a single. As a couple, it legitimately should be a 300 PV per circle on a Ditto. I'm not mad at you if you're not doing that. I'm just trying to give you a standard. You want to have a goal, because it's all about duplication. As your team starts to grow, it's simple. You do the math. Let's say you're a couple and you're only doing 150 PV Ditto. Well, guess what? You're going to need to actually launch twice as many people as you would need to launch, and as if you were doing 300 PV. I mean, we'll just do the math for you right here. Clear it up. So let's do the math. Let's 150 PV times 100. That equals 15,000 PV. Right? Let's say that you're doing 300 PV. Times that by 50. That equals 15,000 PV. In my opinion, it takes roughly I'd say about 5 years on average, these are average numbers, to go Ruby if you're doing 150 PV and you're duplicating that as your blueprint. I believe it takes probably about 2.5 years on average. This is once you're really building the business, about 2.5 years to go Ruby if you're doing a 300 PV Ditto. So it's about half the time. Now check this out. I just want you to look. If you're a numbers person, this will blow your mind. If you're a Ruby, how much money are you making per year? Roughly $120,000. So if having a 300 PV Ditto will shave about 2.5 years off the time it takes to go Ruby, well, what is 2.5 multiplied by 120,000 US dollars? Well, do the math. It's actually $300,000. So by doing the 300 PV Ditto first circle, in my opinion, it's going to save you or earn you an extra 300,000 US dollars. That's only for those that are sincere about wanting to go Ruby. If you don't want to go Ruby, we're talking to the wrong crowd. But if you know that you're going to build this business, if you know that you're eventually going to have a double Eagle Ruby chip, well, the soonest and as fast as you can do 300 PV Ditto, the better off you're going to be. And if you think that you're going to be wasting money doing that, or it's not in your budget, well, you better work and find a way to make it happen. There's lots of ways that you can make it happen, obviously. It's just, you have to have the desire, you have to have the mindset, you have to have the want to make it happen. But I mean, again, you're talking about putting $600 a month more in your business, right? That's about what it is. So if you're doing 150 PV Ditto as a couple, if you bump it up to 300, you're talking about another $600 a month in your business. In a year, you're talking about another $7,000 or so. Over 2.5 years, you're talking about another about 20 grand. If you're saying in 2.5 years, you don't want to put an extra 20 grand in your business, which you're going to get product for, which you're going to be happy that you did it, in order to give you an extra $300,000. I think $20,000 for $300,000 is a pretty good investment. So you always have to realize what your blueprint is what's going to be duplicated. That's why my wife and I always wanted to have the best possible personal volume as we can. We want to be the best example of personal use. We want to be the best example of day one Ditto, because we know whatever we do, we can teach. Whatever we do, we can explain. We can say, this is how we did it. This is why we did it. If we don't do that, it's really hard for us to duplicate it, because we're not setting that example. So again, the standard of excellence, in my opinion, is 150 PV for a single with another 50 PV of retail volume. And I think the standard of excellence for a couple is a 300 PV Ditto with a 50 to 100 PV of retail. So if you're a couple, there's no reason that you cannot be doing a 400 PV volume, 400 PV. And again, you break that down, that's between your Ditto. That's also with your client volume. And you might take a while to build up some clients and partner stores, including your Bank of America credit card, which is a great way to earn. So between your Ditto, your clients, and your partner store, doing a 400 PV a month volume standard in a month for you as a couple is very, very attainable. And if you say, man, I want to go platinum. Platinum is 7,500 PV. Oh my God, if you do the math, how many people in your team, think about it, I hope you're listening, how many people in your team would you need to have doing a 400 PV volume standard to reach 7,500 PV? 20. 400 times 20 equals 8,000. Let's say that your volume standard was only, 100. Because I see a lot of people just doing even 100 PV, sadly. How many people in your team would you need to have doing 100 PV to reach 7,500? You need 75 partners. That's going to take triple the amount of time, triple amount of the meetings, triple the amount of meet and greets, triple the amount of everything. It's a lot. So I'm telling you right now, if you think being on a strong Ditto is expensive, it's going to cost you a lot more in the long run. Trust us. It's going to cost you way more time, way more money, and you're going to kick yourself in the butt and say, why didn't I just be more loyal to my business? Why didn't I just eat and drink and use my products more? Find a way. Why did I have a car payment when I could have sold that car and got maybe a cheaper car and put that money towards my business? And think like a business owner. So it's all about the duplication. It's all about the blueprint. That was my time. Thank you for allowing me to share. Love you very much. Back over to my wife.